What's going on, everyone? Steve here, Philosopher Cards. Today I have a Goodwill auction to go through. I won this sucker for about 70 bucks. A Goodwill auction, there's a site you can go out there. Usually, Magic cards, I feel, are a bit expensive on this site. And I'd rarely win auctions, to be honest, because I want to make sure that I at least get my money back. What I saw in this auction, I'm going to see if I can throw it up on the video or I'll throw it in the thumb, is some etched cards. Looked like it was from the Baldur's Gate set. And the Baldur's Gate, cards, everybody's going to thumbs down this video if you're watching. But they sell. Baldur's Gate bulk sells. And I thought there was a bunch of Baldur's Gate in here. I'm looking at it. I don't see those etched cards that I saw. I don't see a lot of Baldur's Gate. I see, looks like an invasion land here, so we may have a mix of different sets. We have Commander 2019 here. I saw a bunch of other Guildgate lands inside this. So at this point, I'm just going to go ahead and crack it open. We're going to see what's in here. And like I said, the goal is get at least $140 worth of cards. And the reason for that is because, for the most part, these cards are going to sell under $3, and I sell direct on TCG Player, which takes 50% cut on anything under $3. So, really, to make money back, we need to be at 140 to break even, and obviously more than that to make some. So we're just going to start flipping through. I'm going to try to briefly organize by set here, and I'm going to go off camera so I can stack it with a bunch of Lotus and different things like that. So a lot of folks do organize their card by card itself and not by set. I always organize by set and alphabetical. That's the way that TCG Player requires packing lists to be done. What do we got here? Baldur's Gate. So there are some Baldur's Gate. We have some 2019 so far, some Baldur's Gate, Innistrad, Amonkhet. But Evolving Wilds, honestly, I don't hate to see that. These cards sell. Terramorphic Expanse sells. Evolving Wilds sell. So, I mean, the other thing you want to look for in buying cards are through rate. Like velocity. How fast do they sell? Which is always pretty important. And we are going to be stocked with enough Evolving Wilds for the apocalypse. What do we got here? Okay, yeah, we have the Throne of Eldraine there, so that's a little bit interesting. Again, folks on that bid on these things tend to bid them up, and I don't buy a lot of them, to be honest. We'll see if you guys see anything crazy going on here. Make sure you comment down below and just let me know. Kaladesh, lots of different land types, which is again what I like to see because the velocity is very good. We may have too many sets to do on the table here, and this is going to be quite a long video unless I time lapse it here, which I may do, or I may just go through the pile real quick and see what we find, and then I'll just sort later. Some foils. Yeah, maybe I'll do that because it's getting a little out of hand on video. I wasn't quite sure how to do that, but I thought it'd be kind of neat to go through. Streets. We have some Streets cards, lots of foils, more Baldur's Gate. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there's one. This is probably Lord of Murder. I don't think that's anything crazy, but it is a rare. It's probably just from a pre-con. Kaldheim sells really well too. Baldur's Gate, Kaldheim. Okay. Again, I'm just pulling out rares at this point or anything that I know to be. Okay. Sarah Angel. What do we got here? What do we got here, folks? 1993. 2023 Pro. Oh, Magic 30. It's a Magic 30 promo. This is this is from that one secret layer that released last December. If you guys remember, where they did like one booster pack for every year of Magic. So this must have been the 1993 pack and coming out of Magic 30. This one might be worth a little bit, to be honest. I don't know. I'm half tempted to pull some pull some information and add a video on at the very end of this, but we're actually getting some rare hits here, and honestly, I had no idea that we would pull some of this stuff out of this. I had no idea. Like I said, I saw a couple etched, basic, pretty much cheap etched cards from Baldur's Gate, and I thought, well, here's a good opportunity to take a risk and at least, know that I'll break even relatively quickly on it. No idea I'd pull a Sarah Angel and. Okay, here's the guild gates I was telling you about. Again, these sell 30, 40 cents a piece. You do that 100 through 200, 300 times, you got something. Painted. I'm just a little bit surprised by that, and like I said, that's not a typical thing that I've found in bulk finds like this. Lots of foils. Lots of foils. Capenna Streets, it doesn't sell. Innistrad doesn't sell. There's no velocity. Nyx Herald, yeah. Apologize if I'm not in the frame there. It's some of this I'm focused on the pile here and not the camera. I need to be more focused on the camera. Lots of Innistrad I'm seeing. Boulders. Okay. All right, did we make it to Invasion? We did make it to Invasion. Okay. Palace. What a nice looking card, huh? I don't know what that's going for these days, what's going to go into that pile, because, it's an uncommon invasion land. Can't be nothing. Okay, here we go. Wise Mentor. Theros. I think I saw some Ravnica there. A couple of these cards are a little chewed up. It's really hard for me to sell cards that are not near mint too, because from an organization perspective, it's just so hard to do that. How do you keep all that organized and know which ones are which? Crumbling Necropolis. Racer's Ring. Foil. Okay, now we're getting into some of these are the ones that I saw in the listing that kind of got me interested in this. So we have our Baldur's Gate etched stuff. And again, etched stuff, even if it's uncommon, will sell through. I will sell that. The velocity on it's pretty good. I don't know. Sometimes they're as low as 20 cents, but again, as long as the inventory moves, that's what you want. You don't want a set that doesn't have good velocity. Okay, Icebreaker Kraken. I don't know. I played a lot of this thing on Arena. So basically, things don't untap. And then the way you can play it is, you return 3 snow lands to their owner's hand and then return this thing to your hand and play it again. And you keep that that chain of untapping, that cannot untap, going. I love this card. I don't know what it's doing lately. It can't be cheap. I mean, this has to be a couple bucks. Wake to Slaughter. Yeah. We're getting some decent hits out of here. And there are more of a variety of sets than I expected. I only expected there to be a couple sets, which is why I started with the piles. Magic 21. What do we got here? Clockwork Swarm. I'm forgetting this set, guys. I'm not as good at with vintage stuff as I am with modern, just because back in the day when I was playing this when I was a kid, I didn't know what the sets were. I just liked the cards and liked playing. I'll look this one up later. I do have. Oh, I just noticed this, guys. This one's a pre-release. Pre-release has the stamp here. That's how you know. So it's a 2022 Baldur's Gate pre-release card. And this one's going to be always more expensive than the regular card because they're only essentially put into pre-release kits that are at LGS stores where you go and play and sign up to play. I mean, sometimes it's not. We're not talking like a ton of money, but it's something. Just sold a bunch of these guys non-foil. I don't know if there's something going on with Commander Masters or something like that, but I sold through all of my Sword Coast Serpents. Based on the amount of rares that we're pulling, I actually wouldn't even classify this as pure bulk either. Oh no. I see a rare and it's destroyed to death. It's a sad day seeing a card like that, folks. Sad day. Bobble. Holding. Bag of holding cells. All right, we got some Kamigawa in here too. What is going on here? I don't know. I'm afraid to open this and catch an illness. I don't know what's going on with this. It'll go in the rare pile. I'll deal with it later. It may make its way. It may make its way to the final resting place of Magic cards. Shadow. Okay. What luck? This one is German. Findhorn. I don't know. I can't even try. I don't know what to say about this. I'll deal with this one later too. Again, another Magic 30 card from those boosters. If anybody sees anything too that I am missing, please let me know. I will catalog and list all of this inventory over the course of this weekend here coming up. I don't know if it'll be before or after the video comes out. I don't know. I do tend to set the etched foils aside too. Okay, charms. Charms sell. Very, very, very good velocity on charms. I think I see another charm here. We'll just pull out the charm. Oh, okay. Yeah, same one. Same one. Obscura charm. That's a different one. Super. Okay. The old Kamigawa sets. Watervale Cavern. This is the one where I think shrines were first introduced into this set. Really good. Really good. More good lands. Shimmering Grotto. I will take that all day. Crypt of the Eternals. Again, I will take this thing all day. It'll sell. Lots of good velocity on that. And this is the invasion card that I saw. What do we got here? Geothermal Crevice. I don't know what this is going for. Common. That one diseased card here is messing up my stack. So the diseased card's going to kind of go off. Diseased card off to the side here. Yeah, it's always fun to go through these auctions and stuff like that. This kind of made me interested to do a little more with them. Farm, I just sold one of those. Bog Wreckage. I think this is Odyssey. Odyssey set. I know that because I have a Squirrel Commander deck, and there's a lot of Squirrels and Hermits. Guild Gates. See what I mean? Saw a lot of those Guild Gates. They sell, they move. You get like 50 cents, 30, 50 cents for them. Overall here, I'm going to say we're going to at least get the money back. Gruel Guildgate, that one sells the best. Dominaria United. I'm going to do a Dominaria United opening soon, as well as a Theros Beyond Death opening, collector opening. Evelyn. There we go. Like to see. Okay. Good land. I mean, I'm not a fan of this land cycle where you tap and it does a damage to you. I don't like them. I don't play them. I know they're popular. This is probably a $3-4 card. Raised by Giants. More Evolving Wilds. Love the Evolving Wilds. Can't get enough of them. We still got a lot of cards left here. If you're still with me, hanging in there, let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, help me be able to do more of these. Caves, Thornwood. Again, all these things sell. Mirror, Sky, Seaside Citadel. I think first seen in Alara, Shards of Alara. I'm not sure. It used to be a rare back in the day, I believe. And then they downshifted it. Arcane Sanctum, same thing. Jungle Shrine, same thing. Gates. Okay, Port. I'm doing all this off camera so I can slip those rare cards in here. Some of them are a little chewed up on the top, but I mean, these lands and stuff I will sell lightly played. And sometimes I list the whole batch as just lightly played, and then I don't have to worry about it. Folks will make out and get a near mint card that was listed lightly played. Okay, yeah, you see this. These are. I would say that's like moderately played, but again, these sell. The Dismal Blackwaters sell. I mean, you enter the battlefield, you gain a life, you can tap, you can get either one. It gets good life gain decks, good, combo type decks like that. They sell. Prismatic Piper. Okay. Faceless Lantern. Baldur's Gate stuff. Okay. Let me clean some of this up here. I'm not going to mess with this right now. Lots of Evolving Wilds. So when I do go to list this stuff, first step one, sort by set. Once it's all sorted by set, I'll take the sets that I don't have any listed yet, because it's easiest. You only sort once. And then I will scan them in. I have like a document type scanner that I scan them in through an app, through TCG Player, that will value all the cards, and I can get about 1 card a second scanned or something like that. I'd argue I'm actually kind of faster than like a machine would be. Plaza. Okay. Centaur Garden. Yep, deals 1 damage, threshold, sacrifice it, creature gets +3/+3. That's going to be a good one too. Okay, more etched. Raised by Giants again. We have like 3 or 4 raised by Giants now. Okay, you like to see that. Apologize if I'm going too fast and folks want to see it, but we'd be here all day. Speaking of Shards of Alara, there we go. Scourge here. I do have about, I don't know, 10 Scourge packs to open in search of the Sliver Overlord. That'll be coming. Coming soon. I see some more kind of vintage land. Okay. Outpost. Yeah, that's Odyssey. I'm just putting some of those into the rare pile just because I do believe they may have a little more value. I'm just kind of putting the ones with like Orzhov Guildgate off to the side. Shimmering Jungle. I'd love to know how we got that German card in this batch of English cards. How does that happen? Where does that how does that come how does that come to be? How does that happen? It'd be really crazy to pull something really good. Crevice, okay. Again, that's just going in my other pile. Sorry, I'm a little off there. Ice Age. Unicorn. I think this one's an uncommon, but again, I don't know vintage cards as well as I know modern. So it's probably blasphemous. I've just probably got a bunch of downvotes and dislikes and things for saying that. But not that I don't like vintage, I just don't have as much experience with it. Be great to get like a masterpiece in here or something like that. Not to be too picky, but take a masterpiece. Yeah, see, this is the reason why I bidded on this. I just saw a bunch of those etched, and a lot of times you don't see anything in these bags. They just kind of dump the bag, and show you a picture of the bag itself, and you don't know what's in there. And people bid it up doing a lot of gambling, whereas I'm not particularly interested in gambling. I saw this one too. I don't think it's anything crazy, but I thought, early 2000s cards, there might be others in there. A lot of times if you buy bulk too on Goodwill, it comes pre-boxed, so it comes in like normal card boxes, and that has not been the case here. They're bags. Again, I don't know how often I'll do Goodwill auctions just because I'm not here to gamble. You might not really think that with all the box openings I'm doing, but I do try to check EVs and what I believe I'll get from the box, and match that up with what I'm paying for the box to make sure that at the minimum I'm gonna break even when I sell. So I don't crack product that I don't believe that I'm going to at least break even on. If I'll break even, it's great. You get the chance of, not breaking even, and the enjoyment of opening it. A couple Ikoria cards in here too. Okay, we're like a little over halfway. So far, so good. I'm actually just gonna. Sometimes you can get a better feeling. The Commander Legends, that's this one. They sell really well, especially a lot of the uncommon ones. Some good velocity. Okay, here we are. We have a Zendikar Rising, double-sided land. Um, I actually need these for my deck. I think they go for like $8 or $9, but I probably won't sell it because it's the foil copy. It may be going for more. So we have a very nice pool there. That was great. People might look at the video and be like, "Man, he's pulling a bunch of lands. This thing looks awful." It's actually not. I was much more upset with that Lord of the Rings box opening that I did, but somehow the value on that thing was $450 when I entered all the cards in. I don't know. I don't get it. I never will. People are buying Lord of the Rings cards like crazy. I sold most of the high dollar ones already. A lot of scorpions in here, different kinds. Like, I just don't know where these ones are. I might put them in the other pile and they might be crazy, and you guys seeing this might be like, "What are you doing? Why did you not put that in the other pile?" I don't know, because I just don't know some of those sets. 2019 Evolving Wilds. Yeah. More charms. Again, another Ice Age card. Pretty decent condition. I I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. It was a little dented there. I mean, I don't know. I'm not too worried about that. Okay. Again, so even some of those uncommons from like that era, they can do really, really well. Give me a good hermit. Not to be too picky again, but lots of uncommons too. I mean, overall, I'm really happy with this buy. Scourge. There we go, Scourge. Apocalypse. An uncommon. I'm going to throw that here. Again, shocking. Just shocking to me. Scourge cards are not worth a lot unless it's the Overlord or unless it's a foil. And that tends to be that area. Like, if you got some of those Odyssey cards in foil, now we're talking. That should pay for this whole thing if we had one of those Odyssey cards in foil. Foil version. Ring. I always like the rings and the amulets and the talisman charms. Equipped creature gains hexproof until the end of turn. I bet you that's not a bad card. Baldur's Gate. The amulet. Wow. We have so many rares and things, they're falling down. It's a good problem to have. Yeah, some of these cards, though, I wouldn't say are like near mint by any means. For those of you that aren't familiar with dealing with bulk usually goes, I don't know, a good price on it's like $10 for 1,000 cards, which would be commons, uncommons. Generally, it's always like looked through and sorted, but you can always have, finds in it where some of the uncommons are worth a couple bucks a piece, which helps pay for it. This, I imagine there's another ring. I don't know. Maybe 3,000 cards here. I paid 70, 75. So you figure I'm $25 per 1,000, which is a little bit high. And a lot of times, like I said, that's because a lot of gambling goes on those Goodwill auctions. And, folks are buying them to have the big pools. They're hoping things are unsearched. Like this one seems to be unsearched. All right, I'd say we are 75% of the way there. See if we can find any more of those Magic 30 cards. Huh? I'm very curious to see what those are going for. Okay, what's this one? Is that Return to Ravnica? Ravnica? I don't. I think it's Ravnica Guilds. One of the Ravnicas. Dominaria. Okay, we got a sliver. I don't know. Would you put this in your sliver deck? Nah. But it's a sliver. Lots of uncommons. Okay. Put those rares over here so we don't knock them over, and we'll just kind of go through. Yep, more etched. Etched just doesn't sound right. Plural. First Strixhaven card we ran into. long video. If you guys are still watching, you must be really like to go through cards. Okay. This, I don't know, $5 card. Another $5 card. Another $5 card. So we just got $15 out of our 70 back in 3 cards. Well, actually, again, we need to have 140 due to TCG direct fees. Huh. I feel like this could be something. Same with this one. Same with this one too. I'm just putting them aside because I'm just gonna look those ones up first, just because they're piquing my interest. There are artifacts, which people love artifacts, and they are pretty good for their cost. Okay, a couple Apocalypse cards again. There are commons. I don't think anything crazy's going on there, but you know, it's worth looking at. Same with pretty much like all these etched. Like I said, like even if they come back in at like $1 a piece, and we got 70 of them, there it is, right there. Tournament grounds. Is that I saw the word cradle. No, I just anytime you think of the word cradle with some of these lands, you know they're a pretty good card. And chromatic replicator. Okay, are we gonna pull any more? Again, anytime you see the word tomb in a land, it's just like. Okay. This is kind of like Soul Ring, but it's a 4-drop to add 2. I don't know what that's doing, but we're going to look it up. Again, tools. I'm looking at the name, and I thought I saw Tomb again. Whoop. I saw Tomb again. This is it. Right here, this pile is what's left. We've made it. We've made it through the bag. Silent Dart. Glider. Okay, what do we got? Broom. Golem. Sky Scanner. That's always a good one. Yep. just going to stack all these up as one final pile. There were like 7 bags that were selling too, all from the same place. So it makes me kind of wish I would have gone in deeper on some of those other bags. I went on this one again because saw Baldur's Gate, saw the etched, and I was like, well, this ain't gonna be all bad. Dominaria. Endless Water, that one sells. All those Baldur's Gate ones, I'm telling you. Good velocity. Pilgrim prized. All right, before the end of the video here, I will do another show of the big ones, or what I believe to be good odds of making back the money and maybe making some. The condition, again, the condition is a little bit weak, a little, could be better. There's more of those rings. Yeah, some of those uncommon cards are worth more than you think sometimes. I had a 2021 pull, or 2020 Colossus Hammer that was ended up being 30. Okay, so that's it. That was the only Magic 30 cards we got. We got one card that may or may not be a disease. It may be contagious. I don't know what's going on with this. It is a mythic. Not even you can't. A little hard to see. It is a mythic. It's Commander Legends. It's a Commander Legends card, but it is really, really weird looking. Ring, again, don't know the situation there. We have Zealot, just a foil, couple Apocalypse cards. This one, again, I feel that those might be something. Swiftfoot Boots, $5 a piece. Couple more etched cards, Apocalypse. Couple Odyssey, Ice Age, don't know what that's doing. Nice $10 land. Oh, Cloakwood Hermit. Yeah, this is, I actually have this in my Squirrel deck, and it will go in the Squirrel deck, 100%, because I don't think I have the etched version in it. Soldier. Again, more just etched cards. Acolyte, more Ice Age, Unicorn, some Invasion, more Odyssey, Scion. Again, these aren't all rares. Raised by Giants, 2 of those. Gardens, more Raised by Giants. That's not the foiled etch. Forest, Evelyn, some more Invasion. Some more etched cards, couple more rares. That's our German Magic 30. Again, it might be a ton, might be 2 cents, no idea. It's a nice looking card. It's the 1995 one. Mortality, Absolute, Clockwork. Remember, that's that one set that I couldn't remember what that was. Wake the Kraken. Kraken's going to be decent, I think. Raven Guard. I mean, solid pulls. Worm, Wyram, Nine Fingers. Okay, OG sells. There's more Nine Fingers, double tap on the Nine Fingers, Mentor, a couple Palaces, several Palaces. Then we have, that's our other Magic 30, Sarah Angel. And that's it, folks. I mean, overall, tell me what you think. I think it was a good deal, good run through. Hey, actually, let's get a nice screenshot of that. And the German one for the thumb. Where is the German one? Let's see, Raised by Giants. Where are you? German Magic. There you are. So let's get a nice one of these in for the thumbnail. We had that other pre-release card in there too, which is solid. So again, let me know what you think. Let me know if I should keep on buying these. If this was a good deal for $70, and I may add to this video if I figure out video editing very well, like how much this was and how much it ended up being. Or I'll just talk about it in the next video that I do. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.